Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. Today I want to look into the murder of Tanya Jean Brooks. And Tanya was last seen or last heard from on May 10th, 2009, and she was found on May 11th, murdered in a Halifax school, Nova Scotia, and her murder has been unsolved up until now. And her case is obviously being brought back into the spotlight with Jack and Lily Sullivan going missing, as Malaya Brooks is the niece or great niece, I'm not too sure, of Tanya. So I want to look into what happened to Tanya, and we will see if Spirit has any other messages to guide us. And at the end, I will ask Tanya directly if she has any insight about Jack and Lily, where they currently are, or what the case is coming to be. Something is coming to be is what I'm picking up straight away though. So let's see. So Tanya Jean Brooks. The question I want to ask is, what happened to Tanya Jean Brooks on May 10th? Because as we know, she was found murdered on May 11th. So what happened to Tanya Jean Brooks on May 10th? Please and thank you. I feel like two want to come. Guide and air. Background energy, waterfly. Burdens are cast away, heaviness lifts. I feel like this is the energy of her passing away, and if she could physically describe it, it's kind of like a weightless feeling, like you're floating but flying at the same time, and there's just total peace, total ease. And I feel like she carried a lot of heaviness in life, and this was perhaps the first time she felt that weightlessness. So we have guide, a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally, and air, exchange of life, bringing energies, entering into life, breathing deep. So I feel like she was with someone on May 10th, possibly romance related, or this could be a trusted friend or ally. Let's get more insight to this. What happened to Tanya Jean Brooks on May 10th? Please and thank you, Spirit. We have the woman. Okay, so this could signify Tanya herself, or this could be a woman, as both of these cards are showing women. This could actually be a woman behind this murder. We have the clouds, difficulty, doubts, fears, obstacles, misunderstandings. Maybe she had a misunderstanding with a friend. Let's see. What happened to Tanya on May 10th? This wants to come. We have change. This is a vehicle. Perhaps she got into a vehicle with someone, a friend. And yeah, maybe there was someone else in the vehicle too. We also have thoughts. So this could have been someone that was on her mind, or they had her on their mind. But yeah, they had murder on their mind, and someone was working hard to, put Tanya somewhere that could not be connected to them, is what I feel compelled to say. So let's see. Let's ask the true crime cards. What happened to Tanya? What happened to Tanya Jean Brooks? Please and thank you. Oh, this fell on my lap. Something fell on her lap. New love. Selfish woman in reverse. Okay. Indoor. She was brought indoors somewhere into a woman's house. So maybe she thought she was going into a car, into a house with a new love. But this could have been a scheme with a woman behind it. Selfish woman in reverse is a giving energy. It's bringing me back to the exchange. So something was being exchanged, a fair exchange is what I'm getting. So maybe someone didn't keep up their part of the deal. What happened to Tanya? And this king wants to come out, a father figure. So this person could be a father figure, or this could be a father figure in her life. Because I did see in the article that I read, yeah, I feel like Tanya was on a destructive path, but she was actually a very selfless woman. But chaos and destruction seemed to follow her, is what I'm sensing. Yeah, so she knew something was a disaster, but she had faith in something or someone. So the father of her children could be significant, because I did see she has 5 children. So a father figure. If it's not hers, it could be a father figure of her children. Let's get into the tarot. We have 5 of Pentacles, loss. We also have the 9 of Cups, contentment. So maybe someone lost their contentment with Tanya. But someone lost something, money. Money could be a factor, a fair exchange with money. And someone felt like they were at a loss. They didn't hold up their part of the bargain. So spirit, angels, ancestors, what happened to Tanya, Jean, Brooks? Is it this one that wants to be seen? Something wants to be seen. Betrayal. Yeah, she was betrayed. Maybe by a younger feminine energy. Yeah, creativity in reverse. This is destruction, because when we can't create, we destroy. Yeah, so maybe this was someone she created with, literally, that betrayed her, destroyed her. Destructive. I'm hearing a song called Destroy Me by Mr. Kitty. I was going to say Hello Kitty, so maybe a friend, an old friend, called in to say hello. Let's see. What happened to Tanya on May 10th? Please and thank you, Spirit. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse, so a conflict was resolved. And back of deck, the Fool in reverse, so negativity. Instead of a new start, this is a crashing end, a betrayal. Yeah, instead of new hope and a new beginning, new faith, this was faith gone wrong, faith in the wrong person or people. And a few of them are here. We've got a new beginning, the Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant in reverse, and the 8 of Cups in reverse. So someone wanted to try again. A father figure, a baby daddy, maybe wanted to try again with Tanya. But I feel like Tanya was really just being in her own energy. She didn't want to disrupt anyone else's, and she was finding herself, finding her confidence, her voice. But I don't think she was looking for commitment, whether that be someone from the past or the future. I feel like she was finding herself because her ideas of romance and family got turned upside down, thrown down the drain. And she did want this new beginning and new opportunity. So this is a financial investment into something. So let's see. Let's ask, why did this happen? Split in the deck, we have the King of Swords in reverse. Someone could have been plotting something rootless, a manipulator. And we also have the 10 of Cups. So this could be someone who wanted to manipulate Tanya into having a happy family with them again. Because, yeah, this is a mother and father figure, kids playing, a house. So, yeah, this could even be Jack and Lily's energy, because they are family members of Tanya. Even if they didn't get to meet her in the 3D life, I feel like they did meet her in another realm. Yeah, so someone was plotting to manipulate Tanya, take advantage. They wanted it all with her. And I'm getting that maybe she didn't want anything to do with them. She was focusing on new offers, new investments, new lovers. And maybe someone didn't like that. Someone wanted to put her in her place. And they literally did put her in her place at the school. So the placement is significant somehow. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. So yeah, this could be an ex-lover. The Four of Cups, boredom. So to me, this is someone who had things in front of them, but they wanted the one thing they couldn't have, the one cup that was emptied, which was Tanya. So maybe they blew their chances with her, and if they were extending an offer to her, she was uninterested. She was looking away. She was looking at other cups. And someone doesn't like to be ignored. Someone wanted to teach her a lesson and put her in her place. So yeah, teach her a lesson. That's why she was found at the school. Because someone wanted to teach her a hard-earned lesson, is what I'm hearing. Why did this happen to Tanya? Please and thank you. We have the Ten of Swords. She was literally betrayed, defeated, overthrown. She had new hope, but at the end of this day, the 10th of May, she was defeated. She was dead. She was overthrown. And something has ended for better or worse. So this could be an ex-husband, an ex-lover, a baby father. And they betrayed her. But they could have lured her in. They could have said many words, sweet-talked her in order to get her right where they wanted her. But that's why they put her at the school. I wonder if it was at a school where her children went, or if there's any significance to the specific school. But in general, this was a lesson that someone wanted her to learn. And we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Deceitful, tyrannical, disorganized, unpredictable. So she couldn't have predicted this betrayal, is what Tanya is saying. She could not have predicted it. The Page of Wands in reverse. Superficial, domineering, bad news, instability. Someone that she had an unstable connection with. And possibly children with the Page energies. Background energy, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Cruel, overbearing, bitter. This could be a new love of an ex-lover. This could be another jealous feminine if there was a man dealing with multiple women, multiple queens. There is an old saying that two women have never fought over a good man. So there could have been someone who felt in competition with Tanya. And this could be another woman in some sense of the world. Maybe she could be from another part of the world. But yeah, I feel like more than one person wanted to teach Tanya a lesson. Someone wanted to defeat her, literally, because, they wanted to come out on top, domineering. So these are really big cards. Firestorm, divine masculine. So she had an argument with a masculine in her life. Maybe someone she used to think of as her, other half. But that ended. This is loss, a mental breakdown. Maybe she was struggling with her mental health. And someone tried to manipulate and take advantage of that. She was in a bad place and someone wanted to kick her while she was down. No strings. Okay. What are the true emotions behind the murder of Tanya Jean Brooks? Spirit, please and thank you. These both want to come Does this one want to show its face? Too late. It's too late. Someone was feeling fucked up over Tanya, and the time was ticking. Someone was planning. Tanya wanted to close this cycle with someone, and the bitten apple is giving temptation, forbidden fruit. Adam, Eve, and Lilith, and in the Garden of Eden, there's not room for three. So this could be a third-party situation of sorts, and someone was trying to cut something off and ashamed. Someone feels guilty because they're in the wrong, and their way of dealing and finding a solution to conflict was violence. Love-hate relationship. I do feel like this was someone she had dealt with before in the past, and now she was telling them, hey, listen, I can't devote or dedicate myself solely to you, and I need to work on myself. And someone was upset and angry and petty about this. With the no strings, to me, I feel like it's someone who knew her to betray her, but possibly it could be someone sent someone, you know, let's say in the form of a John, and she thought this was one thing, a fair exchange, here's the money, etc. And then she was betrayed, backstabbed, defeated. So she could have been lured into a car under a guise, an ulterior motive, a financial factor or motive. So this card, we have Queen Rising. Yeah, she was stepping into her power. She was refilling her own cup, and someone wanted to empty that cup to teach her a lesson. We have screenshot, getting evidence, proof, facts. There could be evidence out there. Yeah, phone records. So let's see. But someone knows what happens, and someone actually has evidence. Someone could have even kept a trophy because they seen this as a great win. So what's the tea behind the death of Tanya Jean Brooks? Romantic love affair, sex fix, secret lover. Was this a John? Let's see. What's the tea behind Tanya's death? A stalker. Someone was watching her and giving money. Like I said, this was a fair exchange, a guise. So this person, if they didn't know her, they knew her from watching, and they were studying her behavior in order to get her exactly where they wanted her. Obsessive lover. But it is giving karmic, and I feel like an old lover wanted her back, and she was busy focusing on her own shit, especially with the Queen Rising here, and someone was watching her, trying to find a way to take her down a notch. Someone thought she was getting too big for her boots. No facts. So this could have been someone who lied about her, and I feel like this person could have lied to the police, and maybe the facts aren't out there in the public about her disappearance. But it's definitely something romantic. If it's not a current lover at this time, it was an ex-lover. But yeah, like an ex-lover could have sent someone in order to lure her or get her to where they wanted her to be. So I want to ask now if Tanya can give us any messages about Jack and Lily Sullivan. Please and thank you, Tanya. Okay, break the deck. Player, strategic, non-committal, independent. Yeah, so to me, she's telling me that someone is treating their disappearances, their deaths potentially, as a game. And she was hoping to be more independent. She was trying to get her life together. I feel like she is encouraging her niece to be independent, get your life together, be strategic, because if you don't make a move, someone's going to make that move for you. So I feel like what she's telling us is something that someone made a move. And when this comes to Lily and Jack's mother, their stepfather, someone was making a move and someone else had to finish it. And I did pick up in my earlier readings that Daniel felt like he was doing something valiant and he was deserving of glory. So I feel like what she's saying to Malaya is, if you don't play the game, you're going to lose. So get your act together or you won't get the chance to do it. So she's saying, if you've got guilty knowledge, talk before he does. So yeah, no such thing as loyalty when it comes to matters of life and death. I'm hearing all is fair in love and war. So do we have any messages from Tanya in regards to Jack and Lily Sullivan? What does Tanya want to tell everyone about Jack and Lily's disappearance? Please and thank you. What does she want to tell everyone? Okay, so ex-lover, old spark in reverse. So this was a current lover. I feel that is related to Jack and Lily's death, but this could also be a reference to the ex-lover that we picked up in the spread. So let me see. We have ghosted, disappearing in reverse. She's saying what is lost and disappeared will be found again. Travel, experience new things. I'm seeing an outhouse. I'm seeing a lake and mountains. So I feel like Jack and Lily are somewhere in between water and land. They're between something in something, compressed into something. And it may have a lot of the scenery in the background and there may be water. So yeah, they're currently hidden, but they can be found if you look in the right places. And someone traveled somewhere to make sure they could not be found. We have regrets, mistakes in reverse. We have enemy, watch our back. Okay. Fears, afraid. The children were afraid of someone in their home. And we have the player, strategic again. So what she wants to tell us about Jack and Lily is that there was a strategic player who tried to make sure the children would never be found by traveling somewhere, maybe under the guise of experiencing something, going on a trip, a fishing trip, or going elsewhere, going to work. But someone tried to make sure they would never be found again. And someone is trying to save face and keep a poker face. Yeah, so they don't want to come across as someone who is in regret. So they're trying to play the game, play the long game, is what I'm hearing. And she's saying that the children were afraid at home. But the key lies with mother's knowledge. Because if mother doesn't talk and finish this game, he will, and she's going to lose. So what's left to lose when you've got nothing to lose is what Tanya is saying. Yeah, and this went sideways, no facts. She's saying there's no facts about the case. It's not very black and white public disclosure. We have wolf in sheep's clothing, yeah. I think she's saying that a masculine in their home was a wolf in sheep's clothing. There could be a wolf pack, or this could be a lone wolf. And let me just show you. We have dodging bullets here. The kids maybe had to protect themselves, or one of them did and someone witnessed something and they couldn't let them speak about this dirty offer. Someone was putting their hands on the children, and we do have child services. So I don't know if they were involved in Jack and Lily's case, but something was happening, neglect, abuse, and they were afraid of the children reporting some sort of abuse that was happening, and it could be the type where people are a little too handsy. So yeah, someone could be running from justice. So if it's a game, don't stand still or you'll lose. But someone is playing the long game. I'm thinking of the tortoise and the hare. That could be significant. Okay, so let's ask the dictionary. Tanya Jean Brooks. Closing messages from Tanya Jean Brooks. Please and thank you. O, obedience. Someone is an oaf. I opened this the other day. Someone could have been obsessed with her. Someone was observing her. Yeah, she was being watched. This could be a stalker. Someone knew her patterns, her behavior, and someone was keeping a close eye on her. Someone was trying to occupy her, to distract her. Yeah, someone could be Australian. And yeah, I feel like this relationship in her mind was obsolete, though, out of date. This could have been someone from her past. And yeah, she was very straightforward about that. So, okay, an apple again. Okay, an object. Someone was treating her, speaking to her like an object. And look, object lesson, event that serves as an example or warning. So she was made an example of, and she said she learned her lesson the hard way. But she knows there is a deeper meaning to this, and it's like the smoke is only clearing now, and she's seeing that she had to leave early, the same way the children did, for some sort of higher purpose. Anything else? Closing messages? Segment, seethe. Someone was seething. Seesaw, a saw could be significant. A seer, a prophet. Something could be seeping through something. A leak could happen. Yeah, see through. Someone deceived her. Look, a seeded player, a seed, sperm, offspring. I feel like she's saying the children were being abused and possibly trafficked for money. Seek and you shall find. But yeah, someone's in self-denial, self-contained. They're in a container of some sort. In my mind, I'm hearing a song called Container by Fiona Apple. Self-will, obstinacy, being headstrong. This is Tanya's energy. And look, the children were being sold, disposed of in return for money. So I feel like they were being trafficked in life. Maybe something went wrong at home or during this, but maybe someone even paid someone else to dispose of the children. Seller's market, sell by date. A poor bargain. Yeah, someone felt like they got ripped off. Entertainment. Tickets are sold. Betray. Yeah. Sell for money. So a sell-off. Sell so down the river. Betray. Sell short. Yeah. Something could be selvage, edge of cloth woven to prevent raveling. So some sort of clothing could be found. Sellotape. Water is coming up again. A semi-detached. We have semen again. And I was picking up a lot of condom energy and sperm has come up before, so I feel like this is significant. I know no one wants to pick up, a dirty used item of latex, but it could be significant because whose DNA is in it. So this is confirming, look out for these business. Yeah, possessions, self-righteous. She wanted to be self-reliant, independent, but someone had a lot of self-importance. And yeah, I feel like someone wanted her to be self-conscious again so they could, contain her again. And because they couldn't, they seized her. They took her by force. And I feel like they forcibly, taught her a lesson. Seed. Someone is seedy, and there was seedy things going on, not only in her life, seedy characters, but also in the children's life. And look, see you in court. Yeah, so she's telling someone she will see you in court, escort to place of departure. So yeah, I feel like this is her closing message. Who this is for, I'm not sure, but as time progresses, maybe the message will become clearer. So thank you so much for being here. Let me know down below what you thought, what you make of these cards, this reading, what your theories or beliefs are. And if you have any case suggestions, let me know down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to stay updated for all the latest videos. And I hope to see and connect with you again in the next one. Until next time, goodbye and God bless. Mwah.